How's it, guys? Welcome back. But I'm just going to do a quick video around when you fit bigger wheels to your vehicle, what do you do about the rear wheel carrier on the back door? So how do you work all of that out, and how's it going to fit if you put a different rim on? So I'm just going to go through that, so just keep watching on this video. Alright, so I fit a 33-inch tire onto a new 17-inch rim. If you want to see how I actually fit these wheels to a tank with stock suspension, then just keep watching, and then also subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to be releasing that video pretty soon. But let's get back to here. So as part of that video, this is quite important, right? So when you're fitting the spare, you're going to obviously take off the existing wheel, which is an 18-inch in this case, and the offset is I think we're talking about a positive, I don't know what it is, a 40 or whatever, which means that the hub connecting point is sitting more flush. So it's probably sitting about here. And so that means that the cover can actually go on here. So I'm just going to get the cover quickly. Alrighty, so here we have the cover. As you can see, let me just pop this out quickly. Pop this out. Oh, shit. I normally use a screwdriver. I'm doing it from the back. There we go. Right, so usually this thing would go right on over there, but as you can see, because the offset, and this one is a positive, it's a positive 6 offset rim, yeah, it's not reaching out enough. So anyway, we're going to toss that aside. I don't want it on anyway. I like the look of the rim on the back of the car. So what you have left is you have this, what do you call it, a spoke, which houses the camera. Now it looks a bit, doesn't look too good. Looks a bit, you know, got an exposed wire here, but I'm going to be importing a nice little hub for this, a cover, so it actually looks very nice and factory. But what you have here, you've got 3 bolts essentially that bolt the wheel to the back door, and then what you have here is actually a lock, and the lock comes from the little key inside of your actual key fob. So as you can see, it's pretty tight. Nobody's going to steal this off. You cannot get it off without breaking this or jimmying it, or at least having the key. So I don't know, but I mean, it's a pretty good theft device. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take that off, and I'm going to show you exactly how that works. Okay, so here we got the key fob. So what you'll do is you'll just slide this back, and inside there you'll have a little key. So you just remove this little key, it comes out pretty easily, and you can open it, and that's basically your key. Right, so we're going to put that straight into the back here. So we're going to take that, we're going to put it in here, and as soon as you put it in, you just push it in all the way, and you can just pull it off. So inside there, I don't know if you can see, but it's got little catches, and it just basically, yeah, so that's your little safety device. So then now you can use a normal wheel spanner, and you can actually then undo that. So I'm going to do that right now. Just, you got to put the whole thing back, so don't lose that. Just give me a moment. Alright, so that's done. So now we're just going to take the old wheel spinner, and careful not to damage the rim. You can see which size we got here. Right, okay, but I'm first going to take this one off. That's actually a different size. That's interesting. That's a different size to these wheel nuts here. Okay, so this is a 21. Alright, now let me show you what this thing looks like, because actually we had to modify this thing because it would not fit into the nut sockets here of the rim. So we had a little modification to get this on. Alright, so it's got this this ring here. I don't know if you can see it, but this has like usually a little lip So what the garage did, the workshop did, is they just grind it down to take that edge off so that it can actually go into the room there. So yeah, not sure why that was there, but obviously it had a purpose, but we didn't have a need for it. So we just grind it off and that goes straight in there. So that worked quite well. Okay, so now I'm going to do the next one. The other one should be, I think we said it was a 19, huh? It's 19. Okay. So yeah, the thing about putting a bigger wheel onto your car is you need to lift it up onto the carrier and you lift it off. So that's going to be interesting. It's quite heavy. You know, the 33-inch tire. The rims are quite light because they're aluminium alloy, but you know, with that massive amount of rubber, it's going to be interesting. So yeah, wish me luck on that one. So I don't want to scratch it or damage the actual rim inside. So I'll put that down so long. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so don't do that, but everything else you can basically do. Okay, almost there. Jeez, it's a long thread. Yeah, come on. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to lift this thing off. Then we're going to see what it looks like. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so that's what that looks like there. It's a bit dirty, but yeah. So that's your 3 bolts and your camera. So what's interesting is because the rim actually is offset positive, what actually happens, let me just think, positive and negative, negative, yeah, positive. It's offset positive 6, so offset 0 would be in the center of the rim, and a positive offset would be slightly towards the outer face of the rim. So it's a positive 6. So because it's done that, it's actually moved the tire away from these spaces. So what we actually have is that the tire doesn't fit against these things, so the tire creates a little bit of a wobble. So I need to find a solution for that, and I think perhaps I can see, oh, this whole thing just screws out. Wow, look at that. This whole rubber grommet thing, spacer just screws out. So one of two things we can do. We can either shimmy it up here, so we can put some big washers here, but that's going to damage the paint, or I can try and find replacements for this that are actually a bit longer, or I can do another little trick. So does anybody know where this comes from? This comes from when you buy a washing machine. It's got these whatever these things are called, but it basically keeps the drum from moving around in transit. So it's actually got a nice, very similar hard rubber to this, to the original. So what I'm going to do is try and see how I can retrofit this to that. Oh my god, oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that the most perfect thing in the world? Look at that. I didn't even know that would fit. That actually might do the trick. That might do the trick. Wow, I'm really surprised about that. Let's turn that in there. So let's put the wheel back. That should be the trick. So I've actually got 3 of them. So I'm going to do all 3 of them quickly. See, that's why you should hoard things. You should keep things because you never know when you need them. You know, that's what I keep telling myself, and it sometimes pays off. So I'm going to do this one over here. So they're all more or less, you know, whatever that, 6 millimeters or so. But just look at that. Look how it fits in there. Oh wait, this one. Why is it not fitting? Come on. Oh, come on. This one's a bit stretched. I think if I just force it, it may just go in there. Don't take that out of context, guys. Please. Yeah, so that's there. We're going to do another one. I love the way they designed this tank, really. They got, you know, such simple solutions and simple ideas, but they just work well and makes the car easy to work on. You know, they didn't try and complicate anything except for the ELK, the lane assist, but that's all a safety thing, and you know, I think they have to do that, but these things are pretty simple, so I like that. So we're going to put that back. We're going to put this big old wheel back. And don't damage the camera. Okay, so we're there now. Oh, not bad, not too bad. It is a one-man job. It has to be a strong man. Just kidding. Ooh, that is so good. That is so good. Wow. It's just perfect. Oh, man, I love it when a ad hoc plan comes together. Really, that is brilliant. I'm going to show you now how absolutely perfect these little MacGyver grommets actually work. Wow. Oh, this is going to sort this little wobble, this shake brilliantly. It's a pity I didn't show you the before, but basically there was a gap between the existing rubbers and the tire, so it didn't create a very stable experience. See, it's not squashing. Oh, so perfect. Could not have asked for a better solution today, except obviously if we can find one that can be sold and shipped to you guys, that would be awesome. So I'll definitely look at that. Alright, so look at that. I mean, it's perfect. Basically that was that 6 or 7 mil was the gap that was needed to be closed, and these little grommets have fit perfectly in there and just closed it. So now you don't get a little wobble at all. I mean, this is just gold. Absolutely gold. That one's squashing a little bit more than the others. If I can show you. But it shouldn't be damaging to the body. I mean, it's pretty tough over here. So if I can show you what it was doing. So basically when you shut the door, see that little shutter? When these grommets were not, I call them grommets, spacers, whatever, when they were not touching the actual tire, the tire would still vibrate a little bit. Now, I can only imagine when you're driving along on a corrugated road or anything, all that extra vibration is probably not going to be good for the whole door, and actually not good for, you know, the bolts that fix it to the door. So this is actually a very much needed modification if you're going to be fitting different rims and big tires. I think big tires not so much, maybe, but definitely if you're fitting the offset rims, you're going to bring the, actually it might, I don't think you put bigger tires on a rim that has the negative offset like the OEM. I don't think that's going to work. So I think in this case, yeah, this is just when you buy your rims, get a positive offset rims, and if you're fitting, these are 285 7017 tires, then this is going to be a solution. So yeah, that is how it's going to look. Okay, just another thing about when you fit a bigger wheel on, what you're going to find is that you're going to actually see the wheel rim with this kind of rim. You're going to see it in the camera because it's such a wide angle camera, believe it or not. See the rim. It's not too bad because you have cameras on the sides and the overall reversing camera, so you're not gonna, you can still see basically everything you need to see on your camera. On your screen you're going to see basically this lower part of the rim here, because the rim actually comes out more than the OEM, the stock rim, you do see that. However, I can still see my tow bar over there, so I'm absolutely loving that. So when I line up my trailer, I can still see the tow bar, and that's perfect. So I'm not really worried about that, but that's just something you need to be aware of, that you might actually see the rim in the camera. Alright, so that's it for this video. I just wanted to quickly show you what you need to do if you're if you're fitting a bigger wheel and tire combo on the back of the tank 300. That's one of the things that you need to do, or at least look out for, if depending on what kind of rim you're fitting and how big the tires. Just watch out for that. Make sure that the there is no gap there. You don't want that thing vibrating unnecessarily. Right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for that the next video I've got fitting these 33-inch monster tires to a tank on stock suspension. Alright, like, subscribe, and see you again in the next video. Cheers. I almost forgot. Why didn't you guys say anything? The lock mechanism, we've got to put it back. Let's fit that on now. Alright, so all you need to do, it's actually got little rubbers here, just so that it actually doesn't get any dust in there. It's pretty cool. So what you got to do is you just simply push it on. Okay. Oh no, you need the key. Wait, I think. Okay, interesting. So you need the key to put it in to open up the locks, and you can push it in. Just give me a second. Alright, so push that in there. Pull that out there. Yeah, that's it. So that's all you do. Magic. Alright, so now that's how it looks finished off. Alright, thanks for watching.